Hi, I'm Bugsy Zimandola the Kid, your host for the Undiluted Sports Podcast. On this podcast, we'll be talking sports from hockey to rugby and athletics, boxing, and so many other sports disciplines. Be sure to tune in as we take a journey into the heart of sports from the pitch to off the pitch. So be sure to join me, Bugsy Zimandola the Kid, and Nchumunya Mwetwa as we discuss issues affecting all sports disciplines on Undiluted Sports Podcast. Take it away. Welcome to it. Welcome back. We are here yet again. Another exciting episode of the Undiluted Sports Podcast. And when we say exciting, today's will be exciting. Guys, hold on to your seats because we're about to get on this journey that you have never experienced. But we are here with the man that will show you every step of the way. He will share with us how far he went. My name is Bugsy Zimandola the Kid.
And I'm Nchumunya Mwetwa. Don't be shy. Yeah.
And our special guest,
Emmanuel Zulu, former national team player and former Zambian national team.
Come on now. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you sharing your time with us. And we can't wait to hear your story.
Okay.
Yes. But Mulife win.
Now we.
Yes, Mandola.
Yeah, I was born in Kitwe, maybe just months. Then we moved to Ndola. That's where I've been, brought up and everything.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. So, if we first for a question, where you came from, what your full names are, where you were born, where you were educated. To ambile first Arian, what are your full names? Where were you born? Like if in Namwamba, so where you were born and your journey Filafine.
Yes. Okay, I'm simple Emmanuel Zulu. Born in Kitwe, but I was brought up in Ndola. I was born in 1981, 1st January. Yeah. So I started playing football in the streets of Ndola. Yeah. Chimpombo. Makalukungu Stadium. Even at school, I was at I started grade 1 at Kansenshi Primary School in Ndola. Then I moved to Kansenshi Secondary in grade 8 up to 9. Then I moved to Lubuto Secondary School. Yeah, so after that, I was playing football until when I was in grade 11 at Lubuto Secondary School. That's when I heard of trials for under 20 at Musakasonga Stadium. Yeah, they were going to play Kosafa in Switzerland, now Eswatini. Swaziland, Eswatini. So I had a friend, Victor Smoba, maybe Libya. He was part of that team. So I asked him, I said, can I participate? He said, no, just come. I never knew anyone, so I was very confident and very passionate. I just took my boots and said, no, I will attend this trial. So I went at Musakasonga. After I was seeing, I never knew about the names which were called to participate in the trials. I just went. I never shared the knowledge. I never had that knowledge. So I went there. Then I saw, because I was watching football at the Musakasonga. I saw Coach George Mungu was there. Baron Damina was there. And I said, no. I went to those players who were sitting outside. Even me, I sat there. I don't know what was moving me. I sat there. So after they've tried everyone, then I said, the rest, let's just put them in this final arrangement, final phase of trials. Enough man, where are you from? Yeah, I'm from Lubuto Secondary School. Then yes, then some people knew me out of club level, just schools football. They said, no, you can try Kakariaka. Okay. So they gave me about 10 or 15 minutes. After I went in, I prayed with passion because I wasn't scared of any defender or anyone. So all the coaches said, where is this boy from? Yes. And then George Munga said, come here, where are you from? I'm from Undiluted Secondary School. What's your name? Emmanuel Zulu. I never knew that Mr. Munga knew my father. They were together at school.
Oh, okay.
And Zambia schools, they were playing together because my father was a goalkeeper. Yeah. Who's your father, Mr. Zulu? Can I meet him? I said, meet him. So they went to Swatini, they played Kosafa, they won. When they came back, I gave Mr. Munga all the details. So when they came back, Mr. Munga was looking for me. He brought me kitty, Chan said, let me meet your father. When he met my father said, no, I want him to go to finish education. I was in grade 11. Mr. Munga said, no, Mr. Zulu, you are my friend. Listen, leave this your son, we develop him. Because, okay, we are going to take care of all the payments for the school, where you stop paying now. It's us, we take responsibility, but I want him to be coming for training after school.
Okay.
Yeah, my father was like, you Mungu, what are you saying? No. And he convinced him, because my father was very hard, I'm telling you. He never just allowed me to do anything. He would rather keep me home. Where I grew up, there were a lot of vehicles. He said, no, move that engine from that car, move that engine from this. Yeah, he never wanted me to go for training. Now, after George Munga convinced him, he accepted.
Okay.
That's when Mr. Munga came at Undiluted Secondary School. There was a headmaster, may he rest in peace, Mr. Churu. They discussed and then they started doing everything for me. I was in the same class with JK, Jordan Katembula, Willie, this other guys. Abanyimbo was in the same class. When Joe, Chiwangu the late, it was same school, same everything. I was in a different talented arrangement. So that's when I started now training with lifeboat strikers. I'll tell you, I started playing in Premier, Zambia Premier League at the age of 16 years.
That was very, very early.
Very early. I never cared who I'm playing with. I was playing with big people, those with houses, those people who were
with children.
I started playing with them. First, George Munga knew how to mentor and develop a person. I started going in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and they all Musakas on the stadium.
I come watch.
Yeah,
Schoolboy International.
I was playing with passion, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't even scared, scared of the people. That's okay, let me not say this now.
Yeah.
No, feel free.
That's why I tell my upcoming, I said, you know what, we are very late in coming into football. You are 21, 23, you are not playing in a Premier League. Me, I started at the early age of 16. That's how even the former president, Lupia Banda, was interested and took me up. Yes. So after I played with Lifeboat Strikers, I made the name. Yes, I made the name, and before I finished grade 12, I had offers from Zanaco, George Sizia, Masasu Nyantando,
the old guys.
Yes, they came to Dola to negotiate with my coach, my late coach George Munga. I wrote my last paper. The next week, I was at Sunset training.
Zanaco.
Yeah. After training there, I think I found the Fred Miller. Fred Miller told me that, Sani, welcome to Zanaco. There's too much competition here. Because the coach, Mr. Fred Miller, had his son, Shomshom,
Shomshom.
And we are playing the same number.
11. But like a Shomshom, I was that good.
He was good. Yes, I was there.
Yeah.
So there was too much competition. But I knew myself. I believed in my passion. I believed in my talent. I believed in everything. We started playing. We went to Malawi for off-season trainings. We came back, we started playing. Shom played maybe for 12 minutes. I played for 12 minutes. We are all contributing to the success and giving assists and everything to Zanaco. At one time now, I was a player who was developing. Melvin had already developed. So, with my passion, I was like someone who's coming like this.
Yeah.
Ben.
Until I reached him, then I passed him.
Ben.
Yes. and then the whole executive and the officials were saying, no, this one is giving us all the assists. Is making us to encourage the fiancé. Maite baisa when calling Zimbulo when muzungu wonso le apita kati makon.
When I got my feet,
you know, it was just coming. It's just something from talent. Is just something from God. You know. So I made the name of Zanaco. We became Zambia B and everything. And then we went to Kosafa. And then we went to All African Games. African Games in 1999. It's 1999. Yes.
With George.
Yes, and we reached the final. We lost in the penalties, Kuduba, Cameroon. Yeah, that's when Pitsom Simani.
You know Pitsom Simani?
Pitsom Simani, yes.
Yeah, former sports coach, Bruce Grobler, and Thomas Madigagi. They saw me. And they came, we started talking, they called Zanaco and everything, but Zanaco refused. They said, no, we want this person to go to Europe, not South Africa. Yeah. Because the former MD for Zanaco, Mr. Former MD,
Edward.
Yes. Former MD. You know what the former MD did at Zanaco head office there? There was a picture of our late president, Mr. Frederick Chilwa, a picture of him and a picture of mine.
Really?
There. Yeah.
Okay. Now was a portrait.
Yes. So he liked me so much because he liked Michael Owen.
Liverpool legend.
Yes. So he was a very good administrator when it comes to even football. He was helping us a lot. He was very good. So after some time, Chinese came to Zanaco and asked Zanaco, we want this boy to come to China. Want to sign him. By the time they were saying that, even Supersport called also, I said, no, it's time now to come. I said, no, not much the ticket. They've bought my air ticket. I said, no, just come at Johannesburg. That's where you're passing.
No pocket chair.
Ticket, you find us outside. Leave that ticket. So I went with Peter Chitra.
Okay.
We were two of us. I reached Johannesburg International Airport with Peter Chitra. Then we were supposed to board the plane to China around 22 hours. Right there when I was that side, they called me. I was rooming. They called me. The combi, 2 combis have arrived outside. So can you come to the exit? You go out. I never told Peter Chitra that story. Even now I said, watch today. So I just went out.
Nakachola.
I found Supersport waiting for me, and they put me in a combi off to Pretoria. Peter Chitra was like hearing the boarding call for Emmanuel Zulu to China. There was nothing. That's when he went and boarded there.
The plane alone.
And then after I went there, I was training at Pretoria Technicon with Supersport United. And then Bruce Grobler called the Zanaco and said, no, we've got our player now. Can we talk? Zanaco refused. He said, we sent that player to China, not
not to USA.
Yeah. So Bruce said, you know what, if you follow FIFA provisions and everything. They say if a player is wanted by another club and he stays 3 months, you guys are not communicating. They'll give him a provisional ITC.
Yeah,
Yes.
Temporal permit.
So Bruce told me that just stay here. There was Thomas Madigagi, my best friend, the late may he so rest in peace, who was taking care of me, and the businessman was there. So before even 3 months finished, Zanaco called back again. Okay, can we
Negotiate.
That's when Bruce Global went to Zambia, negotiated, and the transfer fee was about $50,000. I was the most expensive player in 1999.
1999.
Transfer. I used to go to
Super
Sports United. Yeah, all these guys were going to China. They were about $20,000 or $30,000. Then me, Zanaco made about $50,000, and I became the most expensive in Zambia. To go to
Schoolboy International.
Schoolboy International. I went to Super Sport. Things happened in South Africa. People they don't know. Now let me just
please.
let me just say that. You know, when I was in South Africa,
Raima, you've passed that stage, so feel free. You need to let people know the truth, what really went on. Nero ya shirifika nomba tagline at bad boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Before I even moved that side, before I went to Super Sport, we went to Under 20 Africa Cup.
Right.
It was in Egypt.
You could the film.
Yeah, where I became 3 times man of the match. Then we qualified to the World Cup. Yeah. And I had a lot of offers. Right. One offer from Ajax Amsterdam. Second offer from Bayern Munich. Third offer from Trinidad and Tobago, where the FIFA former president said Blatter wanted me to go. Yeah. So I had Andras, Venenen Banda with Group C, with the Shani. So me, I was very young. I never knew what was happening.
But then you were how old?
17. So most of them, they were saying, no, because of your
young age.
Your young age and your body, better you go to Ajax.
Yeah.
But Bayern Munich wanted me a lot. So me, I was just listening to their decisions and choices. So I thought of maybe Ajax. There's George Finidi. There's this guy from Ghana.
But then Nwanko
Kwan was there. So I thought maybe Ajax could be the best team. So Ajax now, Bayern Munich now said, no, okay. Zambia, there is too much talent in this national team. Since Emmanuel has refused, and it was about 1 million, I think, something transfer. So let's take also the other person. That's Andrew. Andrew went on my...
Okay.
Andrew
Sinka.
So they took
one of the best.
One of the best.
With Zambia has ever produced.
So me, I never knew what was happening with my handlers and everything. I think I wasn't handled very well. I went to Ajax with the youth. I trained. I stayed in Holland. We communicating with all my agents. You know, Philips is under Rupia Banda had Philips.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so I was at Novotel Hotel for a long time, for maybe 1 year, something.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I trained with Ajax. I was almost going into now under a 23 team. Before I went there, something happened. I came back. That's when even Super Sport to the under 23 team. That's when Super Sport said, if I go back again, not playing that side, can I just join Super Sport? Yeah. So when I was at Super Sport, I helped Super Sport. I'm telling you, people they don't know, they've been saying, no, Marino to South Africa. They don't know where I passed. I made Super Sport to be where it is. Understand Matthews, the director now. Even Peace Osman can admit, you can call Peace Osman, he will say, ask him that, is there any other player in Zambia? He will say, Emmanuel Zulu is Emmanuel Zulu. He's going to say that I've got messages. He will say that this boy was good. Yeah, I was very young. I did my bad things, my bad choices and everything at Supersport. But I put Supersport there.
How are the Kakati? You were good.
Yes. Yes. Now because Supersport, Papa Kovati, it became a very big brand. Now Piso never understood. Piso even came to even put a land phone in my apartment to call me at 22 hours to check me if I'm inside or what. No, sometimes I was making mistakes. So I can move out because I was telling him, I said, no, you know what? I've got people in Zambia I go around 23 hours. So sometimes I used to cheat him. I move out the receiver and put it over in the engage. He will come from where he is. He finds me, I'm not home. Yeah, but I was very young. You know, some of the choices I was making were very, I would say they were wrong.
Yeah, you were naive,
ignorant. Yes, ignorant, lack of too much knowledge. My mind was not very high, you know.
You are not mature enough.
I wasn't even mature. Yes, and that time my handlers were not like these managers who are
the current
who can financial manager can do this for you. He can help you to do this. That time it was maybe I was just talking to my father, but I was in a foreign land where I can get money and be responsible on myself. Maybe wrong choices or right choices. Now, but the wrongs I did in South Africa maybe was about 30%, and the positives were like 70. My witnesses are Augustine Mkoka and Kenneth Gondo. They know all these stories. They are the ones who...
The post.
Yes. They know all these stories. Ask Kenneth Gondo or Augustine Mkoka will tell you.
The post that dig deep.
The post.
Deep.
Yes.
Dig deeper, yeah.
Yes. They know all these my stories. But after just that accident I did in South Africa, we are not even in camp. I took my friend Patrick Mayo, the striker for Bafana. They were going to play with Malawi, so I took him to Johannesburg. So when coming back, I came to Pretoria, and then yes, I made the bad choice and I made an accident. So after that accident, I stayed 2 weeks, but it wasn't. It never affected me too much.
Okay.
I just had a crack somewhere on my hip. So after physiotherapist training and everything, I became better and I started playing again. Now in Zambia, it was reported like you know, Kari Kolwa, Kaita Shani, and then I said, this is too much. This is too much negativity around here. That's when a FIFA agent in America called me, Dr. Sam Ampofu.
Okay.
Dr. Sam Ampofu is a FIFA agent and he's a doctor and he's got a very big hospital in Mikon, Atlanta. Yeah, so he called me in Atlanta, Georgia, USA.
Okay.
So he said, Zulu, you know there's bad publicity that side. I want to sign you so that you come here. I said, yes, it's okay, no problem, because I've seen also a concentration. Kulanda is too much, and I was very young, I can't handle all these things. So I called Thomas Matigag, assistant coach for Supersport, the one who was very influential. I told him, I said, listen, there's this and this. So he said, okay, were you getting this money? I said, no. Were you doing this? I said, no. Okay. Kapanga, fiancé, Kaitana, but no, let's agree. Then we did a mutual separation. Not like the way it was reported, like, no, Supersport Fire did the... That's very wrong. It never happened like that. We did a mutual agreement and then we separated. I came to Zambia only for 2 weeks to get a visa.
Okay.
After they sent me an invitation in USA. After I just got a visa, I never stayed for 3 weeks in Zambia. I went and settled in America. Yes. I went and settled in America, in Atlanta, Georgia, with Mikon. He gave me an apartment, doctor. We had a meeting and everything. And then the first thing which came, he said, no, whilst you are here, we are looking for a big team. Get a stint with Atlanta Silverbacks,
Okay.
which was very near. So I started now training with Atlanta Silverbacks. I don't know what system they were using. I just don't know. I played some games with Atlanta Silverbacks. Then I just saw another opportunity came with Polonio Warsaw in Poland. I flew from America to Poland, and I told my agent, this air ticket, I don't want to go back to Zambia. If this stinks finish, I want to come back to America. Yeah, no problem. I went to Poland and also I played maybe for 1 year. Contract finished, I went back to America.
But how did you fare in Poland?
I was good. I was very good, but I think they wanted someone like this top man for Man City.
Haaland.
Yes, someone who can be just scoring goals.
Not to work.
Not to. Oh, yeah, I contributed my assist and everything. Yes.
Yeah.
So I went back. In a short period of time again, I went to Ukraine with Vonin. There it was a contract, but it was mafia contract, yes.
What do you mean mafia contract?
It was a contract quite okay,
Yeah.
but they know what they do. I stayed there also for 1 year, playing in Vorin, not Kiev, just...
But wale for it.
Yes.
Yeah, kuminwe or yeah,
Yeah.
Mafia contract. Meaning
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on mafia contract. But you have to throw a match?
No, not like throw a match.
Not years.
But yeah.
Let me say, not like having a straight contract.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I understand, but
Yeah.
he doesn't. So that's why
Yeah, not like having a straight contract, but you can't have a contract in your hand, but you are getting paid. You have been playing
games.
games.
So in case of anything, yes. Take care.
I don't know what was happening. I was now getting knowledge and improving myself. So after that, I stayed there for 1 year. Actually, we were only 2 blacks in the city with Ernest from Cameroon. Yeah. After that, I went back to America again. Another offer in Asia, Malaysia. I went to Malaysia. I passed the trials, and I signed for 2 years with Perak FC.
Okay.
I found when Filimon Chipeta, and the chance to other teams, but Perak was the champion of Malaysia. With Keta Manjo and Brahimu from, I think, Burkina Faso. We were 3 of us.
When you went to Malaysia, which year was that?
That was 2006. Yeah. I went to Malaysia. I stayed there for 2 years. Yeah.
Malaysia, I'm telling you.
Okay.
2 years in Malaysia, and after 2 years, I came back to America. That's when I did a transition now. I wanted to, I've traveled a lot, all the continents of this world, and I've stayed with different cultures and religions. I'm matured, I've improved a lot, I've got knowledge. Yes, I've grown my mindset and everything.
Think outside the box.
Yes, I've got individual brilliance. Let me just now.
Wait, the island, you may not understand. It's the football language. If you're under individual brilliance, think outside the box. So there's this Zambia Former Footballers Association, ZFFA. So power language, think outside the box. You're too down, like think outside the box. So this is what he means.
I was telling people, I said, you know what? There are too many average things in this world. I think God have reduced making quality. Because now I don't see too much quality. I see average. Even coaches, I'll tell you, where we are lagging behind. There is no one who can identify a coach that this coach is good. It's a hand-picked coaches without looking at their performance. Because those coaches, they had an advantage, maybe a opportunity of getting them to be trained in Europe or CAF B or CAF Shad, but that's why there is a rotation of coaches. It's like a merry-go-round everywhere. We have Mapo by so, but not even looking at their performance. So if we add someone who can recognize quality, get this boy is good quality, put him here, go and expose the quality that this person has. That's why you see there's no competition amongst the coaches. Could have had no okay because he's got papers. It's just something. Why don't you identify quality in this upcoming? Because there's another quality tapanga same age. Alapsanya. This other age, now become quality. They now become quality. So quality in Gayapwa. Where do you get another quality? Come down. Identify. Expose that quality, educate that quality. Because education, knowledge, now got a wisdom already. You just put into knowledge. To know. Now, if you don't have that sense of educating young quality, you just have whatever fixed. You coach for 3 decades. You are at the same level. Why do these young boys become coaches and then you at par?
No difference.
It's not making sense, you know what I'm talking about. So that's when I went to America back, and then I transitioned now to a coach. I was coaching youth football in America now. After coaching youth football in America, I went to football clinics. I was educated about youth system and everything. After 8 years, I said, no. Let me now go back to Zambia.
Was like 8 years?
8 years.
After
Super Sport.
Okay.
No, let me say
after
6 years. Because I was in Malaysia in 2006. I moved in South Africa in 2000. 2001. So 6 years.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I came to Zambia in 2008. 2009. Yes, that's when I came to Zambia. World Cup 2010, I was in Zambia.
Okay.
Yes. So after that, I was thinking of opening some academies. I talked to our big man who's in Pretoria, McD. Yeah, with
so he's got a university now.
He's got I think university or college in Pretoria. Then we had a meeting. We started MC Galaxy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's now in Division 2. Very good team. Okay. Yeah, but along the way, I went to work with USAID, with my connections from America.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was another coach who was there. So after we finished that contract.
No, but when you went to USAID, what were you doing there?
USAID.
What were you doing there?
No, sometimes you
have to think outside the box.
You have to think outside the box. Yeah, you have to think outside the box. So I did that contract. We finished. I came back, and then I found another person. Then we opened another academy, BRK, which is now in Chilanga.
Okay.
Yeah, in Chilanga.
Where you found most of the times.
Yes, most of the times where I'm found. It's now only about 1 year and some months, and we've been exposing the players. We need these young players to be going out of Zambia.
Why outside Zambia? Why can't we have the same players grow our football? Why can't we have the best players play?
No, you know what's happening in Zambia? We don't have a very good system with youth football. Youths are found in school.
Mm.
And then us, who were in school a long time ago, we were schoolboy internationals.
Mm.
Now here you can't find a youth who's the schoolboy international. So these kids, Zambia is a developing nation.
Mm.
It's not developed.
Mm-hmm.
You see, even the Awachi, that's why Awachi were like with talent.
Yeah.
Now my thinking is like this. Those kids have seen potential.
Okay.
Let them just go out so that they educate them. We only train here in Zambia physical and skills. Mentally, we don't train for them to become exposed. That's why you are seeing these under 20s when they go to competition, they are defeated in there.
Mentally, yeah.
Because those guys go up Burkina Faso, those guys from South Africa, they're playing in Europe. Mentally, they are strong. If we can win all COSAFA games, but when you go at that level, we lose again. Because that level, we are not prepared for that level. So we need to prepare them in the next level. Yeah, so that's where we don't understand how it goes. It's not that some of us, like me, when I was playing Under 20, I was already in Holland. Yeah. I was already in Holland.
No, even that time, you under 20 had the likes of Andrew Sinkala,
Yes.
George Lufia.
Yes.
So the under 20 of those days, they were already exposed, and also they were mentally strong.
Strong.
Because our background, Ilia Chimpombo and everything, made us strong characters and strong, talented players. But there's a lot of difference with the current. Yeah, so football has evolved, yes. There's a lot of technology that has come in, and then when you look at the football itself and the players themselves, there's a big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference with the old guys. Yeah, number now diako ka cornflakes, ka bacon. So
Even that is
the diet. So but if we used to eat a lot of fruits, if you remember, we used to eat a lot of fruits, but we never understood why we were eating fruits. So the fruits the long distances to play our games, the trainings, so all that helped us. This time there are issues of the gym. They push weights to build the muscles, but there's just something that is missing with the current players. So this is what is talking about. But I wanted you to take you back. When you are moving Konsoko, you made some wrong choices.
Yes.
You made a lot of mistakes, like you said. And then, if we used to read Emmanuel Zulu, because I, for one, couldn't.
I admit wrong choices were there.
I saw you play, and I was like, come on, tukakwisa. You know, if you fought Mona, Lionel Messi, the young boy, Lamine Yamal, boy, this guy was super talented. What we are seeing today is what we saw in him. 16 years, you go and play in the Premier League. It's unheard of. But he did that. Number, why I want to take you back is, Yonsai ro aishire shunguruka. Yasa manomba nickname yo baishire kupere. Emmanuel Zulu, the bad boy. How did that come about, and then how did it make you feel?
Okay, these it's the issue which made me now to go to America and settle in America. Because I couldn't handle, when Uriparia, and then when someone Zambia, you go to Zambia, you pass through maybe, are you the bad boy they're talking about? Are you the, here in Zambia we have people who are not exposed. Me, I read comments on Facebook and everything. When I read comments in America, it's different from comments in Zambia because it's a developing nation. Zambia has been developing. It's not a developed nation where you can even see by the way people are responding that it's not a developed nation. Yeah, and like other countries like in Europe, you know, the way they approach other people like footballers, they give them respect and everything. Now us, you have to die.
To get respect.
You have to die. They will bring you down, definitely. That's why my agent said, no, move out of Zambia, come and settle in America. So, you know, it never took me nicely, but I moved out fast. So people in Zambia just think like from South Africa I came back to Zambia. They don't know the other part of where I've been, where in the continents, where I've been playing all the regions and everything. I've acquired a lot of knowledge and I've improved. Let me just say this. Let them not think about 20 years ago. I've improved. I'm a grown-up person. But one thing I'll say also, relating to FAS now, relating to this last administration, I've got no remorse for them, I'm telling you. These last administration guys, I'm telling you, they ignored me. They ignored everything. And I've been doing things behind the scene. Nice things. Which they've seen, but they ignored me. I don't know if they see me like I'm Karusha Warrior. We are different. Karusha Warrior is there. I'm here. But they knew my potential, my experience, my exposure. And I'll tell you if we want to compare and the knowledge we have with these guys. Maybe we can ask other people to judge. But they denied me all the chances, I'm telling you. 8 years, all the chances. I've been doing things behind the scene.
But did you at any point reach out to the technical director?
They know everything. I was fighting. I was fighting. Even the White Marco says, you know why I don't like the current administration? There's too much cartel.
The previous.
Yes, the previous, not the current. Sorry about that. The previous administration, there were too much cartels. People who love themselves, you know. And one thing they failed to realize is those people they were dealing with, most of them are average.
What makes you say that they were average?
From the chances they've given them.
Okay.
This other WhatsApp group we have, there are a lot of coaches. Everyone is there on board. But if you have a different opinion with them, they'll write you off. I was talking every day. You know, this is wrong. This is right. This is wrong. Emmanuel Zulu, don't even call him. Don't even let him come to FAS. And I like what Keith is saying.
The current president.
The current president. What he's saying, if he just means what he's saying, he's going to be one of the best presidents.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know I'm saying this. I can say, for me, let him just concentrate on people with ideas. Not people who want jobs. Yes, they may be maybe this percentage. Yeah, but I don't have to come with an empty brain. I want also to make the organization to improve.
Okay.
Yeah, so if he sees me that I've got wisdom, yeah.
I want to ask you this question. Especially not the people in football, like my friend. This one is as Mandola. We come from way back. So a question, it's this is a question most of the guys would ask outside. You said that we can say they neglected you, okay, in your own words. But why do you feel that sense of entitlement? Do you understand the question?
Yeah, I do.
Why do you feel that sense of entitlement, only you, Emmanuel Zulu, when there are so many other players?
You know, for me, I'll say this, I'm very much positive, and I believe in myself. And when I see what happens, and I analyze, and what they are doing, I feel like I'm way beyond them.
Okay.
Yeah, let them give me chance and then judge me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's about giving chance. Give this chance and then you say he has failed. But they haven't tried me.
Okay. Do you have the right qualification?
This is what I'm talking. I've got a C license, but also we need to scout. We need to identify talent, bring it in, and then educate them.
Okay.
Educate them also, not like because you just have to. They bring courses for 20,000 kwacha when I don't have money. Where am I going to take that 20,000?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true. Maybe I'll be lagging behind because I don't have that money.
you know, it's being real. It's being real.
I don't have that money. Serious. No, pay this money 20,000 for you to update your budgets. I don't have that, but others are going for free because they are connected to the system.
The cartel.
So if you work to shafe, back to
Yeah, Apo.
you know.
Apo, that you are saying that others are going for free.
Yes.
But we don't really have that evidence. Okay, so we don't really know if they were going for free.
No, we can see.
Yeah, you can see, but
It's his opinion.
Yes,
See,
if you say
we've been in the
opinion,
same environment, so we know this. It doesn't even require some evidence. No, we've been in the same environment, seen people. Yes, there are some favors. That's the thing. This last administration was making things wrong. My mistakes are on, and then you take someone who doesn't even have the brain for football. You want to maybe empower him. It doesn't have the system. It doesn't have the feel. How it feels at that level. Yes, you can have patience. You can have coaches who understands at this level. But this level, they'll fail because they haven't passed through that.
Okay.
Am I lying?
No, so in short, you're asking for equal opportunities.
Equal opportunities and someone who can bring ideas, tested ideas. You know, one thing I like about our new president, he's a lawyer, so you can't sweet talk him and say something. You know, he understand.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And he's got knowledge both in taking course as a coach and administration.
Yeah, he played football.
Yes. So he's got both. So you can't lie to him like what was happening. No, it's different. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, we'll be talking like that. It's going to be interesting. So it's a battle of ideas.
Nice.
It's a battle of ideas. Whoever has the best ideas to help football to go forward, let him be given, not hand-picked. Yes.
Vaima, apatwala mimi nikakopa. Padia ngama fuma ku training. Mwalenu watunga.
No, I can't even. I've got a growth mind now. When we were young, we were doing everything.
Yeah.
No,
Because why I'm asking you, I want you to bring out the aspect here, that Nale no so, but Nale to recover one because I was young.
Yes.
You understand the number with the current ngabale chita fila fumale chita like drinking, partying, nefia shala. Can they still manage to excel?
No, I think this is a modern life, and football evolves, and the world evolves also as well. When I see the money which is involved here in football, I can't even drink a beer.
Yeah, it's too much money.
It's too much money. I can drink after I finish my career. Yeah. Last time, last years behind, there was not too much money. We were just playing with passion. Yeah, even if you take 1 beer, 2 beers, you still play with your passion. You want to enjoy your football. But right now, there's too much money. I don't think if I was brought back, I can't even drink a beer when I see that money. Yeah.
Okay. And then got so many questions from way back when you were still young. So, growing up, we were all playing football.
Yes.
At what age did you decide, you know what? Nakula yamkutea bola pa Musa Kasonga. Was it in 11th grade? Or before that, Nishi?
I would say, when I was like 10 years.
10 years.
We used to play street football. Chimpom, Mukalukungu Stadium.
Madindo.
You know, it's spiritual. Let me tell you one thing. It's spiritual, and I remember our Kuruwa no Chibuku. When they were drinking chibuku but watching us in Chimpom, they were coming to me, watch you go very far. When they just see me, they will buy a chikopochi and come and sit outside. They start watching. From just a tender age of maybe 10 years. Yeah.
So at that age, did you used to go to watch football, say Musa Kasonga?
No.
You were just watching.
I had a very strict father who never wanted me to be going out. If I go out, you see me like, no.
But he was a footballer, wasn't he?
He played the school football long time ago, but he was an engineer.
So he didn't want you to play football. He wanted you to become an engineer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until George Mungo influenced him. That's when he.
When it's time to go for training, the dad would say, "Kaye mukakura engine." So he was trying.
He was trying to hear, you know. So so you're playing as a youngster and whatnot. Who did you look up to? Because
that time I was called Manu, meaning Maradona. Yeah. So even the guys who saw me when I was at those street footballs, they were calling me Maradona. Because of the left foot and the way we used to pass through the defenders and the height also as well.
So after calling you Maradona, you were just influenced. You're like, you know what? I'm Maradona. I'm going to play football.
Yeah, because I used to enjoy football. I was playing with the passion, not money, just with the passion. Yeah.
So now, the first time, obviously, the coach picked you, paid for school fees, blah blah. When you finished, you were picked. You went to play Premier League.
Yeah, I never even knew how the transactions were being done. I was just told like, now you're going this side. You're going this side. You don't pay.
And at that point, was your father still involved, or he was just watching from the terraces?
No, he was watching from the terraces, but he was informed by George Munga. Yeah. George Munga now became my father in football. Yeah.
But would you still go back home to your father?
No, my father is late now.
No, at that time.
Yeah.
So you'd still go back home?
Yeah, I used to go back every time. Home is home. Home is home. I used to go back.
So, but to help him, I understand his language,
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. So by that, the father gave his blessing to.
Yes. So yeah.
Because this has happened to so many of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So our parents would now entrust you with another person. Like wakubika muri ulia umfyashi.
The reason I asked was because of that.
After training.
Yeah. But because of that, there are some children that just become attached to the
sports father.
And then so that's what I was trying to.
So
No, I used to go back a lot. We even he was an engineer, and then he was a civil engineer.
Okay.
Most of the filling stations, gas stations in Ndola, after I came back, now I stopped everything. We are doing them together.
Okay. So, but to a kaka engine.
I'm a person of many skills. Not football.
Okay.
Yes.
How many were you in your family?
We are 9.
9.
Yes.
Okay. And you're the only one who got into football?
I've got my young brother who's at City of
Lusaka City.
City of Lusaka, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's playing 6 defense.
Is he as good as you?
He's an anchorman.
Yeah, he's good. He's good also. He's tall, very tall.
Ah, well, I know your brother.
Yes.
He came, I coached him.
Joseph,
Yes,
Joseph.
I coached him Kundola United.
Yeah, Kundola United, yes.
Yes, I coached him Kundola United.
Okay. And
But the rest now, their careers. You know, you can't be all the same.
absolutely.
Yes.
Palapo doctor.
No, there's no doctor. My careers, my engineering.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Where was your mother through the whole period?
She was there. She was a housewife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was she as hands-on as your father when it came to not letting you to go train?
No, she was just supporting me.
She wanted you to go and play football.
Yes.
Okay.
She was just supporting me. Yeah, very good mother.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you go to South Africa. The first time you went there, you were still young, right?
Yeah. From Zanaco, that's when I went there. I was about 17 years, 18 years. 17, 18 years. Yeah.
So what were some of your lessons / experiences at that period that you got from there when you came back? What?
No, I think the most important is you need to have good handlers. Those who can handle you very well, because at that age, even now, players do what they feel like doing if you are not managing them properly.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, if you go to Europe, those guys, they don't have control, but they've got good managers. They'll tell them, no, don't do this. Go home, don't do this, go home. It's not like they are disciplined. No.
They just have good managers.
Good managers. We don't have good managers in Africa. Let me say this. Especially like in Zambia, even now, I don't think we have managers.
No, they're there. They're there. Look at Lika One.
Lika One is putting the whole thing. We need to look up to him. Yeah.
If we can have 10 Lika Ones.
Yes, Lika Ones, 10 Lika Ones. He started the process.
Because Patson Daka went through Lee, Enoch, and many others.
Yeah.
We have a lot of players.
Lika One is doing it. Lika One is doing it. But with these academies, I've seen players, very good talent, on the way,
they lose it.
That's why we thought we take them at a tender age. They go outside where they can feel that, this is football now. I'm seeing here.
So, do you accept that you made wrong choices?
I made wrong choices.
He's accepted.
So, after you've accepted, and then you admit your wrongs, or assuming a bad boy was assuming. Now, so after admitting, what are you doing now? It's not about rewriting your story.
Yeah.
You see, it's about moving forward.
No, what I think is I've gained a lot of knowledge. I've improved myself. I've got too much experience now. So I'll share my experience with the youth. Okay. Yeah, I'll try to mentor them in a way that a different way. You know, you need to have an idea where you have to mentor them so they don't pass through where you passed. Because I've seen nowadays we've got very good players, but also they like that. They want to be like where I've passed. That's a thing we should avoid in each and every player, because if I pass through that, I don't want any other player to pass through what I passed. Yeah, especially that if you an extraordinary player.
So do you believe in mental health?
Mental health is the best, because I'll tell you what we lag behind is mental health. Is
the psychologists like to help.
That's where we lack in Africa. That's when you see even talented players, when they go to the World Cup, they defeat them here. They score them last minute, 1 minute to go.
1-0, 2-0.
Because they're not strong.
They're not. They don't.
That's where my friend comes in.
Yes.
He's going to change the game.
And a lot of them, they have to learn from him, so that we have a lot.
Actually, yes, I've done a lot of things, especially the psychology part, naming. But we still have other people who are also venturing into it. And then, like, go on the Olympic movement side, we have courses for mental health. We can help out, on the Olympic movement. And then also, we're also trying to help. So we bring a component shabamo into our football. And today I can say that we've got educated, qualified psychologists, sports psychologists. We have at the moment Mumucharo, but there are few because it's new coming into sport. Because if I learn at a tender age, 16 years, imagine 16 years playing in the Premier League past 16 years.
16 years.
You really need to be strong mentally. You need to have the right people, like he's saying, to manage you, to manage the sport, the talent. It's not just about the skill. That can make you succeed. The talent alone is not enough. No. You need also the discipline aspect. So this is where we are coming in. And I'll tell you, Emmanuel Zulu suffered. There was a lot of frustrations, and then in their frustration, it's the one that leads to depression. He was depressed at some point, but he doesn't know. Because I'm white. You're exposed to what that was. Insults and everything. Bad boy, you see that tagline. And then, you need to come to America.
He knew what he was saying.
He knew what he was saying. That's why he had to get this young boy out. And then we'll see what we can. So he tried by all means to manage him. And this is what we have to do. And he's a perfect person to talk to the youngsters. And I'm happy Achilan that he is in Chilanga now with an academy. And he's grooming them. But in a news on words, I want him number. So Ngawaya Papich Kubaichi. Do you also cover the issues here? Age cheating? Do you cover all those topics?
Definitely, especially in Zambia. Before you start training or you finish training, you have to have a talk with the players.
Okay.
The academy. From my experience, when I see one boy has got very, very important potential, and I feel like maybe I want to improve that potential, I'll be talking to him regularly because I know where I passed. He won't be like me. But if he becomes like me, maybe me, I was using too much my skills. Even if I do something wrong, even if I don't train, I was scoring goals. But when I see he needs to train, like Arsene Wenger, the way he said, if you don't train regularly, you won't improve. So I talk to them almost every time, and I'll need someone who's good, like you yourself. If you can give us some people to be coming to our academy, talk about mental health. We don't have in Zambia. It's only you now. You can't be all over.
No, we have quite a few.
Please, especially in the academies, come and talk to them about mental health. As we can coach and talk to them, but where they come from their homes, if there is no discipline and everything, they are still doing something.
Okay, let me take you back again. So you played for a long time for Zambian clubs. You were even on the national team?
Yeah.
The national team. You were you getting, obviously not preferential treatment, were you being treated as equally as everybody?
Yeah.
Were you guys being paid equally?
Yeah, I think I wasn't very interested in money.
But the money was coming in.
Money was coming. I never even cared whether I'm not paid like others or what. I just liked football. Yeah.
So when the money came, what did you do with it? That's when you would go on a sprint, or you'd send it home.
You can't drink all your money.
So you'd send it home.
No, you know, I'm a Catholic. Huh? Yeah, I was an ABC member for 5 years. I was a campaigner.
Altar Boys Club.
Altar Boys Club. You know, I like helping people.
Right.
If I tell you that I've sponsored about almost over 10 people to go to America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
So now, then you are in a space where everything seems to be crumbling. So someone picks you to go into America. So that clear your head, start afresh, and you did that. For 6-7 years, somewhere there.
6-7 years, because my manager is a citizen. So saying
White, black.
He's from Ghana.
Oh.
Yeah, Dr. Sam Ampof.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, I now remember him. Yeah. Okay.
So I used to say, Doctor, I've got these people they want. Can you invite them to come and visit America? So they were going.
Okay. So you were also getting paid?
Like
well, in America.
In America, my agent used to take care of me.
All right.
Yeah, he used to take care of me to make sure everything is right, and I'm training very, very hard for Europe. Meanwhile, we were together in the studio looking for teams at night. Yeah.
All right. So now, obviously, at that point, you've been through the healing process. You're working. You've worked on yourself. You've matured.
Yeah.
Why would you want to come back to Zambia?
Yeah, I think for me, I stayed too much outside for a long time.
Right.
Yeah, I stayed too much outside for a long time, and I thought maybe I've got something to contribute. So when I came back again, I wanted to, but I was frustrated again by the previous administration. No, this one I don't have remorse for them. They frustrated me a lot. No, I'll tell you this. I don't have remorse for them because I know what I'm talking.
True.
Yeah.
True. No, because it's your experience.
Yeah, you can see someone and say, but you guys, this thing I've done it and I can do it. What's wrong with you guys?
Did you?
It was some knife.
Yeah,
not this one.
Did you at that point? Did you at that point feel like giving up again?
Even in our WhatsApp group where they are former footballers, I came up. I never wanted to keep it. I came out and say, if it's a risk, it's a risk. Me, I'll go with these people. They were just waiting. If that administration won, I said I'm going to have a plan B. I'll go to South Africa and start doing the youth football.
So they made you want to give up?
I don't know their plan, but I don't know if they had a cartel where they had some instructions and the issues. I'm not sure.
Okay. Wait. Now, Vaima, if you look at the junior teams, they've done exceptionally well. They've qualified to the World Cup. They've qualified to almost all the major tournaments.
Yes.
Yeah, including the women football.
Yes.
So, don't you think probably they scored at least by each tackle achieved?
Only coaches have done that, not administration.
Not the administration.
No.
You don't give any of that credit.
And one thing I'll tell you, in Zambia, we've got individual brilliance.
Right.
Even if you bring someone from somewhere, they'll qualify.
But now to compete.
To compete, that's a problem, because I'll tell you, if I've been hearing to their interviews, if you don't have a plan, you can't talk nicely to the journalist. They'll ask you and you say, no, this thing, we go back to the drawing board. Why? Tell them we had this plan, it never worked because of that and that and this.
Right.
So if you don't plan your game, you just talk something. Us who are very careful to hear you when you have a plan, and the plan failed, or it helped you, we can hear from your interviews and say, no, this one had the plan. So the problem in Zambia, we don't plan when going to play football.
Right. Okay.
We just say, oh, well, that you were coach division, but okay, yes, that's planning again, but we don't know how to come out and yes, that's a problem.
They say what's not broken,
don't fix what
don't
is
fix
not
it.
broken.
So you're in a system which is not a system, but it's the one that has made the Yama teams to qualify. And then yes, you are saying we cannot attribute that to the administration, but the administration is the one that has been making platforms, providing everything for the coaches to make sure that Yama teams,
All right, that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
What's the name of your academy and where is it?
Our academy's name is BRK Football Academy. It's in Chilanga, opposite Zambia, at Grande IQ Trust School.
Okay.
in Chilanga.
In Chilanga, yeah.
Who is welcome?
Everybody is welcome. We've got a special plan for this season, the coming next season. Very good plan, and we encourage everyone who wants the children to improve at supersonic speed
Okay.
to join our academy, please. Yeah, and you need to go to another level. You don't have to be on the same level every time.
Right.
This season you are at this level, the next season you are there. That's how you improve.
Sure.
Yeah, that's why I was talking about coaches in Zambia. We need to improve, to be improving.
Okay. Do you have a Facebook page?
Yeah.
What's the name of the Facebook page?
Emmanuel Zulu.
And the academy?
BRK.
BRK.
It's also on Facebook.
It's also on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're trying to improve it. Yeah.
But any maybe mobile number people if they want
I
to
can
contact
say
you.
contact me on 0770 88 27 43. 0770 88 27 43.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the next we have to bring him back.
Yeah, at some point we have to check in on it.
because there's a part which I would love the nation to know and our viewers. The part when you went to Zesco United.
All right.
He knows the story. I would love that story to come out. And,
I can say it now.
No. We are out of time, unfortunately.
Okay.
Kanshta, he can hear Zesco United. So,
You answer the story.
There's too much propaganda. That's why other people they say, we need stuff in African shoes. Why do you want me to die?
Why am I? Undiluted Sports Podcast. Right here from Kango Golf View. Thank you so much for hosting us. You can also be hosted here, conference rooms, even for weddings. Any event, this joint is big. It's right at Monali Roundabout. If you're coming from the airport, just flew into Zambia, this is the perfect location for you to come and be accommodated. So make sure you stop by. My name is Bugsy Mandola the Kid.
and Nama Bisha Nchimnyamwetwa. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Emmanuel Zulu, a.k.a. formerly known as the Bad Boy. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you.
What you gonna do?
Take us out, man.
Bad
food.
Everyone paying attention. I don't want to comment.
Oh, Emmanuel Zulu.
At least stuff with
Okay. Then. Emma.
Okay. I figured it out. You're lucky today I figured this out. Oh no. Mercy.
Merci.